today we have Adrian Moloney, Group Sales Director at One Savings Bank, here to discuss InterBay's new commercial proposition, which includes rates from 5.74% up to 65% LTV. And this is launched just weeks after the introduction of its enhanced semi-commercial product range. Adrian, why has InterBay decided to re-enter the pure commercial market when others haven't? And what provides you with comfort in terms of associated risks?
Yeah, I think, Beth, look, InterBay, by nature of the name, is a commercial lender. We've got many, many years experience in the sector. Also, you know, I think we have the ability to rely on a vastly experienced credit team. And that also includes our in-house real estate team, which, you know, knows the commercial property market probably as well as anyone in the UK. And look, we've taken a lot of time to get to this point, to decide when the right point of entry or re-entry back into the market was. And you could probably see from the criteria as we've gone along, we've almost taken I'd say it's a cautious but sensible approach. But, you know, having that expertise in-house means that we can make these decisions at the right moment. And we feel, you know, it's the right time to bring a commercial proposition back to market. And look, for brokers, it's a great time to have that offering from InterBay as we go into 2021.
And what, in your opinion, are the key USPs of the product range that meet current demand?
USP is always a bit of a red herring to me, because I think, look, if you look at the product range as a whole, it's pretty wholesome. You know, you have the ability to utilize interest only, strong set of fixed rates that give borrowers surety. And actually, probably one of the bits that gets missed is the reversion rate to bank base rate means that, again, there's clarity along the term of the mortgage. I think as well, you know, the clear set in terms of the asset type will help brokers in terms of their approach and what they want to use InterBay for. And I guess one of the key bits, particularly if you're refinancing in commercial, is the ability to utilize interest only as part of this range as well.
And I've had a look at the product sheets, and InterBay's new commercial offering can lend against retail, office and industrial property types. What is your outlook on these areas, on these and their subsectors over the next 12 months? And where are you spotting opportunities and demands for property investors?
Look, I think, you know, if I had a crystal ball looking into the next 12 months, I'd probably be a lot richer than I am and a lot wiser. You know, I think, you know, the next 12 months is hard to predict. What we did look at within these ranges, almost I guess, the asset sectors that, you know, had a positive outcome so far in the COVID pandemic, or those that are static. So a very safe type of asset class. You know, it boils down to certain parts of retail sectors that, you know, suburban, they're still strong. Your Tesco Expresses, if you like. We've also looked at, you know, almost medical type outlets. Pharmacies, I think, are one that's down there. You and I are wearing our glasses. I've already had someone ring me up saying, will you lend on an opticians? And, you know, we know those sort of asset classes are going to continue to ride through this storm. So I think that's where we are at today. It's a nice, safe position. You might say relatively conservative, but I think nice markets in the commercial sector to go back into.
And which property types do you not find currently acceptable? And do you expect there'll be any movement on that appetite next year?
Look, I think there's certain elements of asset class that you would stay clear of or stand back from the moment while you see what happens with that over the next 12 months. I mean, I think we've all probably sat there over the last week and we've seen announcements from the Prime Minister and also announcements from the Chancellor. And I think what we do and what we do well, and the reason we've been able to come back, first expanding the semi-commercial range, now going into the commercial range, is to react as we get, I guess, sound data on what's happening with the different types of real estate that are out there. I mean, in addition to this, what you've noticed, Beth, as you mentioned to me before we come on here, we've just enhanced the range in Kent Reliance in terms of HMOs, so 7 to 10 bedrooms being made available through that brand. And only today, we've launched refurb to term within the Precise mortgage range, which is an enhancement to the bridging proposition that we've got there. So as you can see, you know, we're expanding our offering to investors all the time, but picking the right moments when we've got sort of sound data and sound information behind to make the right decision.
Adrian, thank you so much.
Always a pleasure.